Okay, so we're back in it. We're going to find out just how much some recent changes in our creation kit load order and mod list is going to affect our gameplay. I'm really hoping not much of a change, but as you can see, um, pretty significant for both our characters involved here. Um, I think that is related to we went from she's got stuff to wear. She's got a choice in hats. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah.
The fleet's the only family you need.
Yeah. Okay. We need a workbench.
Neither are safe. Depends on how you want to charge them.
And
You
there we
want
go.
continuous voltage or freak out and
So
instant.
we'll be fine. It's just that what happened was, see, what happened was we all right, first let's see what we got. And I don't think we have any crimson stuff in the thing. I think we lost it. I didn't realize that it was taking crimson stuff away, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab and make one of those, and see we can make 38 of them. So we're good. So we're gonna make one of those. We're gonna make one of those. We are also going to not make one for not make an outfit. No, I don't need that one. I do need this one. All right. Um I do want to make and see what this looks like. There's trackers thing here, but there's this. And I just want to see what it looks like. And you look at that, that's just crazy that it just make automatically makes a uh legendary um thing for you. But what I want is I don't know if I want robotics. See, with the mods, you can make certain things, and what I want, and I don't know that we have. Alright, so I'm making extra. I'm gonna make extra stuff just in case. But what I want, alright, now I am concerned, and so we will make these while we're here. We will make this guy. I can make 35 of them. I will make this guy, this guy, this guy. And if you're wondering why I'm making so many, one for me, one for Jessamine. And then, here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make her one of these. I think we're just gonna make this one for her. And then I am gonna make this. And then the gloves. Uh-oh. Where's my watch? I might have missed it. There we go. I'm gonna make the watch. And then I think that's where we're going to, yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it right at the moment. We did level up though, that's good. And then right over here, nice. We're going to, let's see, what can we do here? We do have, and then This is what's this? The gloves. We're gonna put that on there. We're gonna throw. If I do that, that'd be just such a cheat. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It just I can't help myself. I am going to do that. And then um, we're gonna do that. All right. So those gloves are now, and then the necklace. We're gonna do something similar. We're gonna make that combat veteran. We're going to give ourselves some airborne resistance, and then we're going to put our nearby attackers on fire. The bounty hunter outfit, we can go all the way to bounty hunter 3. Look at that. And we're going to put that on there. Remember, every time we collect something, we we get this stuff, and yeah, let's do this.
You hear about Rake? He left the fleet. Davers made it a point to hunt him down.
You've got to be kidding me. I just made him back the credit I owed him.
That's old news.
Well, now
And
is your first
it would have
lesson.
been nice to have mechanized, but we don't have it, so I'm just gonna put that on there. It won't matter. And then so that was our watch. And then you can see these are the things that we made. And then let's just see where we're at with here. So we're at industrial. We can get to military grade, which is even better. Um, I don't know that I'm. Where do we go? We went with radiation. Do we want to see? I can leave it here and be. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. All right. And then, all right, so the belt. Can't do anything with the belt, can't do anything with the bag. But you see what they do, right? They add 5 carry capacity on there. So that's why we make it. But this guy, we can come down here and make it a level 3. Now, sadly, it doesn't have the same numbers because if we go back, is that the last one? So when we go back up to Bounty Hunter outfit, look at the numbers there, right? And look what happens. We can't make this into a legendary. So, I mean, technically, oh, wrong one. All right, now we can go in here and then take a look and come back this way. Now, we lost everything that we had before simply because what happens was this, right? We had individual mods for each piece, the core tech, the crimson, and the thing that I noticed here was the crimson was no longer available. So I might have mistakenly thought it was part of the zone 79 or 59 mod pack that had all of them incorporated together, and I might have mistakenly thought Crimson was in there with it. And if they're not, I can just add that back in. But the problem is when you swap them out, then they disappear in the game, and then you have to go reacquire them, right? So that's why she's not wearing any of it right now. But right now, we're going to put the bounty hunter gloves on her. We're going to put the necklace. What I like is you can see the necklace right there. We're going to put the watch, see right there. So that's the watch. But what it does is it gives +5 persuasion chance. But then that necklace is +10. So we just boosted her with 2 pieces, 15% plus to the persuasion. Um, Now, the part that I don't like about the outfits, though, and then I think we have to just truly wait until we get a mod like CBBE or something like that made for Starfield to remove the undergarments. And then it's not that we want to show the character naked, but as you can see, the way this one is made, the undergarments clearly show or way more than what the outfit is, right? So It's not the cleanest of things, right? But this isn't a bad outfit, and I'm gonna stick with that for her, right? And she's gonna hate me for it because not she, but Jessamine's gonna hate me for it because I'm gonna end up giving her this one, not this one here. I'm gonna put this on our girl, right? Just add 5 carry weight. I'm gonna put the sling bag on her, right? The sling bag is just cool, goes right there, and it just adds 5 carry weight. So I'm gonna put this one and this one on Jessamine. It's 7 that I wanted, not 11. Okay, but since I'm putting this on Jessamine, it's fine. But the only thing we can do to it is we can, you see, when we make it to Mach 3 or model level 3 or whatever, quality 3, the physical energy, the energy and the EM protections are 20 and 30 respectively. Whereas with the bounty hunter outfit, right, it's 47, 41, and 21. So, and then it also has 25 airborne. So this is what we can do to make up for the fact that, yeah, they don't have clothes now, right? And then you can see they lost everything there too. I just wanted to see what this looks like, right? So this is the helmet for the vibrant, right? This is added in, and I think it looks cool. It's cool. I don't know that I would want to wear it. And then I'm looking comparatively to this one. I mean, I like this one. Just I think, but the vibrant one does look pretty cool, right? And that's a different tracker's helmet. So here, the Cortec boost pack, his balance boost pack, right? Um, and then the suit. So this is what the tracker's suit looks like, which is pretty. I like the yellow. I like the vibrant yellow. And tell you the truth, if I was rocking a male character, right, I might actually wear that. But since my character has curves, curves that I like seeing, we're rocking this one, right? And it just takes a minute. Once you start getting messing around with all this, that there's a pause. And you just have to wait for it. So that's what she's rocking, right? And now we're back to where we were when we started. But like again, it's like now normally, and then the thing that's missing is I'd have a vest on her, right? I just don't like the other vests that's available, right? And remember, our characters had vests on
I
them,
heard is my
so
sister is some hardcore mercenary.
I gotta
I wouldn't get on her bad side.
I gotta get
I
her
mean, we can
fixed up.
afford without me. If this is what it takes to earn my pay.
Walking around naked. I don't know what you're getting at. All right, so we got to trade. So we got to trade some stuff with her. She still has her hat on, so we'll give her this and this. Now, the thing is, it's a little bit, you know, to put her in. Oh God, in Varun gear when we know she's got an issue with Varun right now, right? All right, so let's go back. When we go in here, it's Y and Y. So now she's dressed. And then, don't get me wrong, I think she looks good. Well, that's my character, isn't it? Just gonna say. So, um, should I? No, we're gonna keep her with us. See, and then I actually like the top for the Vroom gear a little bit better. I might go ahead and make outfit number 7 and put that on, cause that. But no, because the key was we know that this one gives us the legendary stuff and the extra added protections. Now I'm going to show you where I said the one thing was a little cheating. Is look at our carry weight now. We're at 8 overall. What has happened? What happened was in this And you can see it right here. So I don't even need to go in there. You can see the bounty hunter gloves that we put on, right? We added the bag of holding um thing in slot 2, legendary in slot 2. You can't put that on unless you have a weapon holster and a resource mod. So you have to have both mods available, right, to put on your gear. And then when you have both mods available to put on your gear, then what it does is it allows you to make this bag of holding for your for and what the bag of holding does, just like any D&D player out there that knows, the bag of holding gives you basically this um I want to say not imaginary, but this trans dimensional bag in which you can hold infinite amount of stuff in, right? And then some bags of holding have an actual limit to them, whereas this one, what it's doing is reducing the weight by 99.9%. So it's essentially reducing the weight to like only a fraction, 1/10 of a percent of what the weight normally is. So what our overall mass with this equip is 8. Now, if I go in here because it's on the gloves and I take off the gloves, you see what it did? Our mass jumped up to 130. We're not carrying a whole lot of stuff right now because we can keep pushing stuff to our ship. But you see, so it's taken the mass of 130 and reduced it to 8. And that's essentially what I'm talking about as far as getting a little cheaty there. You know, I didn't have to put that on there. We weren't having mass issues. And then the one other thing that it does, because it says useful items. So it's talking about your guns, your weapons, it's talking about your gear, and it's talking about resources as well. So now it's affecting everything, right? Even your aid. And so I don't think it captures every single thing, but pretty much a very large percentage of the things that you're carrying fall into the useful gear category. And that's what it's doing here. So it's like I said, it's a little cheaty. And I mean, if I wanted to, I technically what I could do is I could just go back and remake another pair of gloves, or go back and take um the bag of holding off and put something else on there. I could put holsters, weapon holsters, right? And what that does is that just cuts, that reduces the weapon weight to 25% or reduces 25% of the weapon weight, something like that. So I can do one or the other, and makes it less cheaty. The one thing that it does impact, though, and we'll come over here and look at it real quick, is the impact is going to be seen here. I'm never getting to 2,500. I'm never getting to 2,500 meters with at least 75% or more of your maximum load capacity. Simply because first you got to find, 500, right? 500 kilograms of stuff to load yourself up with and carry around, and it's got to be all non-useful stuff. You know what I mean? So again, you have to get back and you have to think, what the heck is a useful item, right? And then you gotta say, okay, so what's non-useful, right? So basically clutter. So I got to go around and pick up 500 kilograms of clutter and run around with that for a while in order to build the. So at that point, I've decided that weightlifting is just not going to be a thing. Right? I'm not gonna worry about it. I got enough gear and stuff on there. The guy that has my mass, my overall carry weight up to 543 or 553 kilograms. And even if I take the gloves off, I'm still managing it just fine. So, but that's what it does for you, right? One other thing that yeah, so that's the key right there. You can see we got things that can be. This one I might actually. Is it ready? Yeah, this one I'm gonna I'm gonna do that one, and then I think security I'm not gonna do, and I'm not gonna max it out because all it does is it takes away the need for a digipick. All right, I can open up master locks, and but it just takes away that need for the digipick. And I mean, I've already kind of, I don't want to say cheated, but we're already at the point where it's like, well, you surpassed where you needed to be. But I do think it is time to either max out spacesuit or weapon. And I actually, let me see, where are we at here on this one? Is this one ready? Oh, we are maxed out on that one. Okay, and this one is not ready. Um, 10 common or uncommon manufactured components. But the other thing is, our rifle is ready, and so we have to make a decision. I'm probably just going to do rifle, right? Just to make sure we're out there battling it out, right? And then right now, leadership, even though you can see it's ready, and this was a good one to build up your companions right here. But what that one does to you is they'll build up the companions, and then this one is kind of cool. And I've only had it happen a couple of times with a character that's had this built up, where a companion will actually heal you, right, when you're low in health. And then this one, I've not gotten there yet to see really what the effects of it are, right? But then this one is kind of interesting, and you got to remember this one has the mod added to it, so it adds, uh, I think about it adds a lot to it, right? Because I think in the normal game it's 3, 4, 5, and then I think maxed out at 6 additional crew, right? I could be wrong about that, so don't try to quote me on that. But you can see here the first rank of it gets you 8 active crew members. So you can have up to 8 active crew members. And then here 13, and then 18, and then 28. And then part of me started thinking, do I really need that? I've never gotten to 8 active crew members, let alone that many. So, and I've not put myself in a position right now where I'm trying to recruit that many. But I think after this Crimson Fleet quest line, once that's completed, maybe then once I'm really full bore into, full go into the main quest line of the story, that may be when I start looking to build up my crew on my ship, right? And make sure I have, and then more than likely, I probably, and then just real quick here while we're here, this is what I'm rocking right now as far as ships, but I might actually go differently. I got 15 ships in my fleet right now, and I still haven't gone and gotten the Mantis ship yet. But I'm really thinking about expanding this one out, the Star Slayer, right? You know, that's the one that's really doing it for me as far as like, ooh, yeah, this is the one I want to just see where I can go with that one, right? And then um this one I just don't know. I don't even know why I got it, but I got it. And then I mean this one is very similar to the Star Slayer, right? But it's a class B. Um then you have the hyena, right? But this is really pretty close, and I've rocked this one quite a bit too. So that is another possibility because it will fit quite a few. See, this one will take up to 14 crew as is. So not even, I haven't even made the modifications that I would make for it. Like right here, what we're looking at right there, That's I believe that's a mess hall as opposed to like a cargo hall or whatever, right? So that module right there is a mess hall. I would probably come in and swap it out for a battle stations, right? Go in, put a battle stations, and then add another. Actually, this is looks like maybe a two by. Is that a two by three? So that's a two by three, and it's probably a mess hall. So I would probably make a probably what I'd probably end up doing is reworking this so that I can get a two by two battle stations in there, and then probably a what do you call that? Control unit one in there, and then check to see like this one over here, right here. That one is extending out. That's an engineering module. I'd probably get rid of that one. See, and then this one, I don't know what that one is. I think it's an infirmary, right there. And then right next to it is probably an armory. So, um, I might keep the infirmary and get rid of the armory. The armory does never really do me any good, right? This one up here, I think this one might be a captain's quarters. And then what you got is you got a one by one, just a passageway. So what I would do is if I swap this two by three into a two by two, I'd move the passageway to the outside and then put a one by two right in there and probably make that as a workshop. So there's things you can do, and you can see these one by twos up here on top in the right here. Um, Got to make sure they're useful, right? And you need living quarters. So that's the key there too, right? And not only do you need living quarters, but so maybe the living quarters would be captain's quarters here, living quarters right behind it, and then swap out the, yeah. So there's so much potential there to change it around. So it's really depending on what I decide I want to do with it, right? But then you got this one too, which is very intriguing as well, right? This is the Doulahan, right? And if you look, in truth, there's not a whole lot of modules there, not as many as what we just saw, because this is all just extra stuff. But what I would do is take these wings, if you call them, right here on either side, right there, you know, and I move them out and stick an actual hab in there, right? The only hab, and this isn't even a hab, is a landing bay right there, right? Everything else is just structural. Nothing else right there is there. And then, oops, sorry, dropped the controller. Went to scratch my nose and dropped the controller. All right. So, and then you got just landing gears right there. And then you got your two by twos, right? You got a two by two here. And then you got your one by two and a one by two on the side there. And I don't know what's on the bottom for sure. Um, it's hard to see. It's hard to tell. But I do think that's a one by three engineering, and then a one by two, and then a one by one, and then two one by ones next to each other right there towards the front, right? And then that whole front piece right there is just all structural, nothing else. So what I would do is extend the wings out, right? So push everything out, throw in a couple of one by twos to make it go out there, and then add some structural pieces on top, right, to make it look good, and then ensure that this two by two is a battle stations, right? And then captain's quarters would probably be on one of the wings. So one side would be captain's quarters that I would add, and the other one would either be a workshop or living quarters if there's not already. So that's a possibility. So it would eat this one here. Uh, don't get me wrong. I love it. You know, it's cool. But yeah, just nothing I would want to do with it. Um, the thing that I love the most about the smugglers is the docking bay right at the front. That is awesome, right? And then only thing I would really do is extend the middle down, right? Probably push these two pieces on the sides, push them out, make them more like wings, and then extend down a little bit, adding a couple of more habs right there. So take the reactor and the grav drive, get them out of the way, and then add a couple of more habs and extend the length of this, right? And then this one is cool, but you know, it's really just a skinnier version of the pterosaur that we're rocking right now. And then this one, I like it, right? But right now, I don't know why it's something's on it that it doesn't like or that isn't working for it. Oh, oh, so yeah. And then I think if we go back in here, boom, yeah, yeah. See, so there you go. So this has got seven crew, six crew, five crew, right? 15. So you can see already that one, but it would either be this one, or this one that I would look. And then again, this one, see here in the back, right? I can't really get to it, but back here, right? So these things, right? I would actually push them out and then stick a hab in between, on either side to make that wider, and then go from there. My concern would really be is mobility, right, and speed, and weight, overall weight, you know. But this is, and then just curious as to what habs are actually there. If I'm not mistaken, down below here, right there, is, and then I don't think I can get to it. I don't think it'll let me. But right here, down below, is either a cargo hold or a battle stations right there. You can see, so it's either side. So it's either a 2x3 or a 2x2 and a 1x2, right? And then you can see there's a 1x2 on top, and then just structural stuff on the sides. So, yeah, there's a lot that can be done here, really, to tell you the truth. As a matter of fact, since I can't go in and do anything to it right now. So, yeah, that is that is where we are. So let's go ahead and I want to look at this real quick. I just want to see something. We've got a ton of resources here. Now, the rule of thumb is when you are doing this, you want to pick the one with the resource that you have the most of, or not the most of, but a very high quantity of. Because for some reason, when you have a lot of one particular resource, the chances of a development happening, right, an unexpected development happening, is increased. So the thing is, so when we look at this and we come in here, all right, there we go. So a lot of times I'll come down here and I'll start with the beryllium because there's so many of it, right? And you see it added only to the zero gimbals, but that's fine, right? That's the only one it added to. Yep. Now, granted, we didn't really need to. And then I'm gonna do this. Oh, this is the remaining one. So it did overflow, and that's what it's called, overflow. So it did overflow into mono repellent, right? This one, and you see this one did four overflow into mono repellent and one into amino acids because it had extra. So it's like, yes, and then I did see somebody complaining about that, and I'm like, you know what? I have no complaints over it. I want the overflow. And it's nice that I actually can put a name to it. It's like, okay. But you can see here, we kind of have gotten to the point now that we have broken down so much equipment and pulled, just collected so many resources throughout our process here that we have totally gotten to the point where we can do a lot of stuff, a lot of damage here in the research thing. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's see. I've got a ton of positron batteries, but do I have a recycle? Yeah, I do have a recycler on my ship. Okay. But to say, if I don't have a recycler on my ship, then what's the point? Okay. All right. So that was nice. And let's see. So there's our girl. Her legs may be a little too skinny for that outfit. All right.
Are you looking
Where
to
do we
start
need to go? We
something?
need to talk to some. Oh, we
Because I'm
need to leave.
finished.
We may not have official security on the
All
keep.
right.
The last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
Try want something without.
Whole settled systems on the run
Oh,
someday.
she down here. What you doing down here? What are you doing down
Captain
here in my ship?
Achilles. Hello.
You down here
I'm
talking to
truly
Vasco?
satisfied to
Or
see that you
yeah, what are you doing
survived
down here?
your most recent sleep cycle.
I'll have someone grab jump ahead of you. Juan will get the message.
Okay.
Stay sharp, Rook.
All right. I'm trying. All right. So that's the key. All right. So, and then I'm just checking real quick. Do I have it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So then we got this module recycler. Oh, shoot. Where are you at? Jessamine. Jessamine. You know what? Just realized you got no other gear. I gotta get you some gear. What I'm referring to is, where is she? All right, I gotta go to first. Oh, first person. Look for this girl. Where does she hang out? They usually hang out somewhere around here. Maybe that's why I need a smaller ship. All right, so this is where we would have got on. Jessamine. I believe I'm gonna spend like 15 minutes trying to find her so I can get her gear. Well, I put her outfit on, but what I didn't do, Jessamine. Yeah, but say it's a little cramped. Why would you want to hang out down here? Okay, so where else could she be? For some reason, I don't know my ship as well as I think I do. God dang it. And then, as you can see, I didn't change a whole lot when it came to the ship. I kind of left it as is. What is the bread doing on the ground? I tell you, it's kind of like my house. All right. Well, you know what? If she dies, I could say if she dies, she dies. But we like to avoid that if at all possible. Maybe I need to fly somewhere first. She'll be with me on New Atlantis, and then she doesn't need her. She doesn't need her space gear for New Atlantis, so she'll be fine. So we'll see.
Gotta hand it to the UC. They certainly know how to build a memorable city. Hey, Cap. You need something from my pack or what?
Well, I need to give you a pack actually, and a helmet, and a space suit. Yep. So she gets. Ooh, I should give her this. I should give her the trackers. Did I make the helmet? Why am I there? Oh, god dang it! Whoa. Okay. Ooh, I did. Should I give that to her? I am going to give that to her. What am I doing? All right, let's go to packs. She'll get the Cortec one. Okay, you see what I'm doing here? Every time I'm trying to back out, I am instead of hitting the back button. Oh my god!
Give it here.
Okay, wow. All right, so we have no choice there. I decided to give her this. Okay, so I'll take this back. Oh, she does have a deep recon space helmet. Why does she have that? Oh, and she does have a backpack, which I will give her that one. Yes. And what weapon is she sporting? Let's go. Let's see what gear, what weapons I got that I don't. Oh, let's give her that. And I have no idea what ammo that takes. A keel hauler takes the .43. All right, so we'll give her that. And then let's check her ammo. She she doesn't have it. So we will give her that as well. .43 MI. Okay, there it is. All right. And then wait, just give her one. There we go. She is good to go.
See ya.
No, you're coming with me. You're coming with. Come on. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm thinking over there.
You will get scanned as you enter the city.
While we're here, there may be someone to talk to.
Mr. Spaceship Captain! Yeah, you with the shiny ship! Over here! Hey, you look like someone who knows their way around a temporal phase adjuster, am I right?
Yeah, but your lip syncing is way off. Uh,
Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle. You see, my last crew ditched me after a small mishap.
small
Okay,
mishap.
maybe not so small. Fine, it might have even been big, but still, could you imagine?
Yeah, I could. And your lips were still moving after you finished talking. Kind of creepy. Um, yes, I think I can. Let's just say
Anyway, I saw you land your ship and thought, hey, here's someone who really knows what they're doing. So, I'm Lyria, by the way. I figured you could use someone who's an expert with, a flux capacitor?
ooh, ooh. Did you just say flex capacitor?
Yep, super technical space stuff. Only the most skilled understand. It's absolutely crucial for, well, capacitating fluxes?
Yes, I
Ah, no worries. Technical details. So what do you say? You handle the spaceship and I'll, bring,
say cookies and you're
lunch.
on. Okay, lunch is close. I was gonna say if you said cookies, you were hired. Look at this, she's a one at everything. You can't even make her a two at something. Let's see. I'm going on a limb here. Lyria, don't make me regret it.
Great! I'll bring more than just lunch, you'll see. This is gonna be fun.
Cookies. We are assigning her to the ship. You know why? Because Jessamine needs a friend.
And hey, I absolutely love being out in the field, so just give me a shout whenever you need a partner for some action.
Will do. Will do. And in that, we lost Jessamine. All right, but first, we need to go here. Jessamine knows she's supposed to come with us, right? Or did she get jelly? She got jelly that we were talking to Lyria. I didn't realize we were supposed to go down to the well. There she is. You still little miffed at me? All right, so we haven't been here yet. So let's talk to this guy.
You ask me, personally, I think daylight's over. Take your time. I got all day.
Just want to see what you got. See what your gear looks like. Uh-huh. What kind of apparel do you have? Nothing. Uh-huh. Consumables. What kind of suit you got? Oh, look at that. That is cool. And again, if I was rocking a male character, I'd be like, yo, sign me up, please. Look at that. Look at the camo. Granted, I'm not sure how much camo warfare we're getting into in space, but okay. But we do land on planets with vegetation and all that kind of stuff, and trees. And then, what do I have to sell? Do I have anything to sell? Not really. Not yet.
You need something else? I'll be here.
All right. So when we come back next time, you'll be arguing about those boots. And those boots were made for walking. Okay. I got to go up. Let's see if this gets me up where I need to go. There she is. There she is, Miss America. Hey, no, if I could sing, I'd sing, but I can't, which is why.
I take it your name is new recruit?
Um,
You must not be used to pirates being so cordial. But in the heart of New Atlantis, we have to do our best to keep up appearances. I can't afford to be as rough as some of our cohorts. It's bad for business. Don't we all? Let's try not to be each other's wrenches. SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I too have conditions. My assistant will provide you with a list. Oh, no, because I actually like her. I think she's probably the nicest of all the ones you encounter. Um, let's hear 'em.
Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew.
Yep.
But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours.
Mm-hmm.
This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option. Look, I know I don't have a lot of history with the fleet, but I'm putting my reputation and ship on the line for this. That alone should tell you enough.
All right. Got it.
Good. Then we have a deal. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY920, you can't come and go as you please. Only what I've been told. Get you on the SY920, get you out if I can. That being said, I can be a better guide if I know what it is we're after. So it's up to you. Interesting. When we get to the station, I'll see if I can pull any information on its whereabouts. Hopefully, that'll make for a smoother trip.
Yep. Yep.
Less than you. And even if I did, I'm a smuggler, not a scientist. But if Delgado's after it, then I have a feeling there's a pile of credits waiting at the end of this job. So we better do it right.
You speaking my language.
Enough to be on the first name basis with the Marines working the comms. It also helps they want us to dock. A cargo ship means supplies, special requests, slates from home. In the void of space, a cargo hauler is a soldier's best friend. I'd like to, but I need to keep a low profile. In my experience, the more people know about you, the more they have over you. I thought you might. You're a pirate, after all. But it takes one to know one. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's crew aren't usually so chatty. But let's keep our focus on the mission. We can swap bar stories and share scars when we've got enough creds to buy the bar and fix the scars.
All right. Let's
We'll
rock.
talk more on the ship.
Wrong way. Okay. Here we go. Doo-doo. All right. Here we go.
Hey there.
Mm. Pretty interesting ship. All right. Hold on a sec. Doo-doo. Do I want this one? Do I want this one? I don't think that'll go over well on a UC ship, but that would be a great addition, right? Is seriously, people actually react to what you're wearing, right? I think this is the one I want. I don't want the security guard uniform. I want a flight suit. And you see gray, nope. You see security, nope. So what we're gonna do is I am gonna bring one. And then over here, I am gonna bring one. And then real quick here, remember that pause I was talking about? And that's the other thing too. If you are going to you and then this is kind of interesting, but if you are going to work on your gear, right? One of the things I would recommend is actually taking the gear off first, especially when you get these all these mods loaded, because then you run into an issue, and then for some reason it's not show. I want to see what I look like. What do I look like? Oh, did I put on the wrong one? I sure did. God dang it. I wanted the flight suit. There it is. Security flight suit. And I may not need anything more than just this. And then again, um, that's an addition I would love to see them bring into the game, right? Is recognition of what you're wearing, right? And for them, for reaction. Do I need trauma packs? I do not. So will I take them? I will not.
Need a hand? Hand it over.
Don't give me two for just for that. I'm gonna make you wear the clunky one. See, she already has the hat on too. I think it's different when you. Oh, you look awesome. You look awesome.
Luck out there.
All right, let's get on board here. Or did we go the wrong way? We probably went the wrong way. Let's go into first person so I can see better. Anything in here worthwhile? Yes.
Excuse me.
Uh, it was just sitting there. Nobody was guarding it. I just thought I'd take it. Yeah, dude, you're in my way, man. What's over here? Ooh, bunks, racks. Ooh, I am hungry. Actually, I am kind of hungry. All right, what's through here? Ooh, more racks. Any OJ? Any juice? My son loves juice. Is there any juice around here? I know, I know. People are like, what are you doing in here, man? You know what? If I just follow the stupid prompts, it would tell me where I need to go. But I wouldn't find 1,100 credits just laying around. The antibiotic cocktail that actually might come in handy.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, what's up? Was I in your way? I'm so sorry. All right, we need to go up. That's what's going on there. Really? Look at that.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet. Always looking
Yeah,
for
I
the
need to
next
do more of that
mark.
myself. But I need to find some juice first. Or some milk. Some milk. Let's see.
Pardon.
Yeah, pardon. You're excused. You're not used to security on board, are you? All right. See, this is kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, this is a cargo hab, right? Like a 3x3. Um, which really doesn't serve a purpose for you, you know?
Hey,
Hey, hey, we'll take the protein bar too. Is this up? Oh, this is the way up. Okay. All right. There we go. It's just a matter of time.
Yes, what?
Nothing, man. Look at this. Okay, first of all, we're taking it. Yeah, we're taking it. Okay, you can have the rest. Where's your Where's your captain's locker? There it is. Are you kidding me? You think I'm going to not take that? And the 10 Astra. Holy cow. And ooh, it was fastened at that. And then I don't need the berserk. Oh, extended magazine. Yeah. Okay. All right. Was there any cores? I didn't see any cores unless I already took them. This has been a very lucrative mission already. Man, you just have 30,000 just laying around.
Yes.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
Um
Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it. All right, then get comfortable.
Hello.
We leave for
I
SY
will.
920 immediately.
Shoot.
All
I already
crew
made
prepare for
30K
takeoff.
on this mission. I'm
Routing
barely
power to
comfortable.
engine and grav drive. All systems go.
Oh, look. You should let me pilot. Can I pilot? Look at this. This is so cool.
We'll graph jump to SY 920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship, the fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the
It's
record, I don't even like gum.
right. I sounded like he
Noted.
wanted double duty.
Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
It sounded like you wanted double duty, bro. You know, that's what happens. Who turned out the lights? We need a new pilot.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
Oh gosh.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC 7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning.
You coming in a little fast, bro. Coming in a little
You're cleared to
fast.
dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
That was actually pretty cool, right? Because that's not how you get to see
Howdy.
it. Hey, double
Okay,
duty.
we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone. Provided you haven't sounded the alarm, then yeah, like I said, if you can find an intercom, I'll keep a channel open. This is a star station, so there are plenty of ventilation ducts you can slither into. As far as tactics go, it's an oldie, but goodie.
Okay. All right.
I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Howdy.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Now, I was thinking these uniforms that we have now would be sufficient, but if they're not, we'll look to see what the other uniforms are, right? And then we'll play it from there. But I have no problem
the fleet.
sneaking until you know we
Yes.
get there.
What?
But
Sorry.
if it's the same uniform, then we just keep the same uniforms we got on. But like I said, it's a cool mechanic. I just wish it was kind of like throughout the entire game. All right. So, best laid plans. Save, right? And we already have a hostile right ahead. So, let's
Good day,
see if
Captain.
we need to reload here in a minute.
With the Jade Swan. Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. Cargo, do your job, keep your head down, and we won't have trouble.
Roger that. Roger that. All right, so it's a different uniform, which is cool. But so we need to go over here.
Where did I leave that box? Oh, this place is a damn maze. Ugh!
Ow. Okay, maybe I didn't want to do that.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. And let's see what we can do about it. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
Seriously? So, 1 second. We are going to do some stuff. And we're going to take some drugs. We're going to take some drugs. First thing. All right, so we got that already. So we have that at our disposal. We probably will need it, but there it is. So we will take that. And it's only 3 minutes. So, and then 10 minutes for this one. Nice. Okay. Those are the two I was looking for. So, and I really should have left what's her name behind, to tell you the truth.
Back holding up okay?
Okay. That is the intercom. What is that? Ensign Jeremy's uniform. Oh, here's that pause again. All right, so now we have his uniform on. We're going to take the cred stick. Always going to use extra money. We are going to use the computer for a second. And we're going to say a reminder to all personnel that the projects being developed on this station are highly classified and involve extremely sensitive information. As a loyal citizen of the United Colonies and a member of the UC Navy, you are being entrusted not to share this knowledge with any outside party, including your families. Any disclosure of the activities, projects, or data on this station will result in an immediate dismissal and court martial. For those in the cargo bay, an extra reminder that only uniformed personnel are allowed in mess hall and barracks. I've heard instances of contractors being allowed in the dining area, and this is strictly forbidden. When, yeah, I have your stuff. Uh, but whatever you did and who you did it with, I don't want to see you ever again. If I'm in the mess hall, you need to be in your bunk. If I'm in the cargo bay, you need to be in your bunk. If I'm anywhere in the settled systems outside my personal quarters, you need to be in your bunk. Oh my goodness. In fact, the only time you're allowed to leave your bunk, as far as I'm concerned, is when I'm in mine. Because if you so much, because if I so much as see your face again, I'm going to discharge my firearm right in your teeth. That's a little harsh, man. All right. Um, Bio matriculated to the Sword Military Military Academy after being recruited at a job fair. Received accommodations for marksmanship and physical fitness assigned to SY 920 following graduation. That's us. Oh, that's Win. All right. We can stand up now and let's see what we look like. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I wanted a more sleek type uniform. All right, let's see. What else you got in here? Anything worthwhile? Oh, that's a pen. All right, let's see. But dang, man, you got some issues. Let's there we go. Milk does a body good. Oh, we got some orange. Do I need that? Nope. Do I want this? Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. All right, there's a point over here. How do we get there? This is somebody else's rack. We'll take those. And we got to get back over here. Oh, goodness. Maybe we went the wrong way. Or maybe we didn't. Where do I want to go? Right there. Okay. Oh, nice. Man, we're just flowing now. It might not be apparent, but I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, optional, find an intercom to speak to Juan and find information about something, something. Okay. And of course, we've got an intercom.
No alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. I've hacked into the database, and it seems information on the comm spike is archives. There's a checkpoint you'll have to pass, which requires a clearance code. I don't like deliberately drawing attention to yourself, but a disguise is never a bad idea. The uniform won't be enough, though. You'll need to find a computer with the code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located the comm spike.
All right, let's find a computer. It's
15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late.
yeah, they do say stupid stuff like that all the time. They also say hurry up and muster. Hurry up and wait is really what it is. Oh, I didn't need that guy. You're in the way. All right, I need this computer. All right, check for checkpoint. Please retrieve a clearance code based on your last name. I think my last name is Ensign Officer. Oh shoot. Nope, it's Zarimi, and I am an ensign. It's it's ZX 321D. ZX 321D. But just in case, let's look at the front of my uniform. Does it say anything to me? Nope, it does not. Okay, so we don't know. But, okay, well, there's another right there. I mean, come on now. And in case anybody's forgotten, it is ZX321D. Mm. Oh, come on. Why can't I have that one? All right, fine. Okay. Where do I need to go? I need to go out here.
I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here. Only senior officers report to the commander. Something doesn't seem right. I can see that. Yeah, yeah, I remember now. Fine, I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Or you do?
Is this where I need to be right there? Or do I need to be right there? I think I need to be in this. Only, okay. Okay, so I went to the wrong room. All right, sorry, man. But I will take some ammo on the way out. All right. And then we gotta go back around. Right? All right, let's go back this way. I think we gotta go this way. Yep, this is where we need to be. Okay, what was that code again?
Need
ZX321D.
your clearance code, Marine.
Let's see.
All right, Ensign, let's hear it. You're clear, Ensign Zaremi.
Thank you. All right, good thing for these markers, man, because I'd be sitting here just like looking around. Of course, I don't need to be in there, so why would you go in there if you don't need to be in there?
Test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear to launch.
Do I need all that stuff that I just grabbed? No. But why not? There it is, UCE 86, the comp spike. And Dr. Gabriel Vogel is the lead. All right. What do we got there? Is it this all the same? Okay. So UC 86 with Dr. Gabriel Vogel as the lead person. Let's do this real quick though. Boom. Stop doing that. All right, let's go. Projects. There we go. And let's see. Active leader Vogel, Engineering Bay 4, lab number 4. Project lead and permissions. Upgraded security clearance for Engineering Bay 4. Level 4 clearance should only be accessed with commander approval. Okay, upgrade security. So activating elevators. Granted, please report to Vogel for further guidance. Let's see. The goal of the project is to create a highly sensitive receiver capable of picking up communication signals and decrypting them on the spot. Signal range would be star system wide at a minimum of 50 AU. 50 astronomical units. Wow. That's a lot. The receiver would be strong enough to pick up traces of frequency potentially weakened by distance, atmosphere, and a gravitational field. Decryption software would be smart enough to both decrypt any signal within nanoseconds and propose any missing or corrupted data. Benefits: distress signals become easy to locate and interpret. UC security could detect hostile frequencies before they become a threat, and hostile embedded messaging could be easily exposed. Now, funny thing is, with the Dark Star manufacturing available mod in there, when we go to the Dark Star technician, like on the den, um, and add certain things to our ship, right? You know, the discrete fuel, the what's the name, cargo, shielded cargo stuff, right? When we add that, there's also available in the equipment, there's the comm spike, the conduction grid, and there's actually a cloaking device, and there's one other thing that's available. Well, this is basically what they're talking about. And then whenever I put one on my ship, that's the one thing that I notice is when I'm actually in the screen, looking at the star map, and I'm looking at the system I'm in, all of a sudden I see hostile, what's the name, signals. I think that is what provides that level and all those additional points of interest in the system itself, right? You got a distress beacon over here, you got this over here, you got this over there. And I think with that piece of equipment attached, it happens more often. And let's see, approvals. Uh, so the project UC 86 is received, and I think we just read that. And so I think we have just given ourselves the approval we need. And of course, my inability to not loot has distracted us a little bit. We're going to take it, we're not going to consume it. What is that, a mug? We'll take the sculpture too. Why? Because it's there. It's there for the taking. What is in here? What's this? I'm opening a door that I probably shouldn't be opening. Or maybe I was supposed to open that. And hey, we just proceeded further than, you know. All right. All right. All right. All right. I do like the fact that we are kind of cleaning up on this trip. 30K. Uh oh. We're just going to open doors. At some point, I should save before proceeding any further. But I can't help myself. We're just going to go ahead. And look, we got more computers we can go in. Let's just hack some stuff, man. What's deleted? Top secret project. Secrecy on this project is unlike anything I've ever seen. Heck, I feel weird just typing this. We'll probably delete later. People rarely exit the engineering bay elevators except when they get fired. The other day, some poor engineer named Eubanks came out engineering bay 4 with a box. They probably shipped him off to Arene or Arene 1 and bury him in it. I think that's and buried him in it. I hear they're bringing some hotshot test pilots to the station. They should have asked me. I flew for the Vanguard. I would have saved them the trouble. Interesting thing to know. Yes, let's go over here. Who you got? What do you got? All right, take this pilot. Oh, shoot. What is Instant Pilot be doing that requires him to type all day? The worst part is he has one of those annoying one finger typing techniques that is the equivalent of paint drying in zero gravity. Um, is he writing a novel? Because no single military report requires that much typing. He's made it so I can't even think because all I do is rage. Well, to complete that game, I'm just going to type loudly and self importantly until he can no longer keep the chapters in his story straight. No great fiction will be written by your hand tonight, Ensign Pallavi. Um, Not if I can help it. And there it is. Yes. Whatever projects are being worked on here must be incredibly important. Key cards at every elevator, checkpoints on every floor. The COs don't tell us anything except when to eat, patrol, and sleep. Fine by me. The less I know, the fewer secrets I have to keep. All right, fine. Okay. Um, somebody's going to say, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" And I'm going to say, "Hey, man, minding my own business." They're going to be like, "Hey, man, no, you're not."
I was gonna offer you a lockpicking lesson, but I don't think you need it.
Hey, I was going to offer you a night in heaven, and I think you do. What is this one? Oh, wait, clearance code. I keep forgetting to check the computer in the security room before going through the checkpoint. I've got a bit of an astigmatism too, which seems to manifest itself whenever I'm looking at lines of text. So sometimes I look at the code for the wrong rank or the wrong surname, and I'll get denied entrance to the operations center. All right. Being on time, I knew this was coming. Commander Natara read me the riot act for always being the last one in to report. She's not wrong. In the Marines, if you aren't 5 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. Funny part is, I'm actually the first one to leave the barracks, but it's the darn codes. I always screw those up. Also, I hate to beat a dead horse, but we never had all these procedures under Commander Woods, but he's been disappeared for reasons that remain classified. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I got transferred to logistics because of my issues being punctual. While having to sit in a cubicle all day is pretty depressing, on the bright side, at least I don't need a clearance code to sit at my desk. All right. Okay. Uh, so where are these darn clearance codes?
How are the tests for the comms platform?
You know, hook a brother up. I'm not saying I'd remember. Okay. God, can we stop looting? Like for a minute?
No. Provide more substantial proof. We'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I've recommended to Dr. Vogel to contact me immediately if he identifies any suspicious withdrawal.
Look at that. We are Zarimi, and oh, it's the same code. Okay, okay, we already got here. We already did that. Okay, all right. Let's just go on then. Clearance code Z2321 Delta. It's not. It was a ZX. ZX. So So Zebra X-ray 321 Delta. Z. I'm channeling. Not my English background. That's for certain. Well, actually, my English. Oh, maybe I've been watching too many vids, but this station scares the crap out of me. I hear footsteps in the vents, like someone's moving around inside. That was me. That was me. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to scare you. God dang it. Someone or something. I know we're not allowed to bring in custom firepower, but I'm not going to let some excessively alien looking creature get the best of me. I got some weapon mods smuggled in with my personal effects, and I just need to assemble them without the lieutenant or commander of the Terra noticing. All right, where'd you put them? Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I don't know if those are the weapon mods, but hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We got to get over there. And I'm not sure exactly how to get over there. I think there's a door we have to go out and around, and um, that ain't it. Okay,
You
we were.
aren't assigned to this level, Ensign. You need to leave.
Oh, okay. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay, I'm trying to get around to the. Oh shoot! I need to go out the other door. She's gonna yell at me again. She's gonna be like, "What the heck are you doing, Ensign?" And I'll be like, "I'm trying to get to the other side." Welcome to the other side. Welcome to. There we go. All right. If I'm not authorized to be here, how am I getting here? Okay. That's what you should be thinking about yourself. You should be thinking, wait a minute, you're not authorized to be here. Yet I am here. Okay. So your argument holds no water. Tell you the truth. I need to find an intercom and talk to my honey bun, Juan there. And there she is. She's waiting patiently for me.
Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly.
But I am your cargo. I mean, seriously, wait. Are you really leaving?
You've managed to get through the entire station without raising a single alarm. But the longer I stick around, the more people ask questions. And that's before they find out what you've been up to.
But I am your cargo.
And I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
All right.
Stay clear of any Marines or try a scientist outfit. You're more likely to be a stranger if you're wearing a lab coat. Other than that, the only advice I can give you is find Dr. Vogel. Whenever I hear chatter about that project, that's the name that comes up.
And that's the name we have.
You'll find your target.
All right, don't worry about me. Well, I don't want to say that, but I think I mean, I do, I thought we were in this together. All right.
I trust you'll have no issues moving further. It was an honor to work with a true professional. Good luck. If you manage to get the comm spike and make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, you better buy me more than that. Not saying I'm for sale, but yeah. All right. Is that OJ over here? Is that OJ? That's milk. Milk! And more milk! All right. Where am I going? You know what? Okay, we need to go that way. And we need more Hippolyta. All right, what's this? There it is. All right. Got to pause and wait. Isn't it so nice for them to just put the stuff for you right there and make it so accessible? Yep, there you go. All right, thank you. I will have that. Where, let's look at us. Oh, yes, with the UC hat on. You cannot beat that. That is, oh man, we look so right for the job. And now we're strangers. Okay, I think we have to go back down. And God, I can't help myself but to walk in where I don't belong and just steal stuff. Okay, transfer of Archangel pilot. I'm requesting your transfer of the pilot Alex Vaughn, codename Archangel Azrael, over to the UC Vigilance due to the accident on the project that killed two of his peers. He is in no mental state to continue, and we will need replacement pilots for both Project Archangel and ComSpike. Okay, okay, that's good to know. All right, so Project Archangel. Really? Really? Are you having so much problems? Okay. I kept it open long enough for everybody to read. Once more, I'm sending a reminder to all departments that we're doing extensive budget cuts as part of the internal audit into Commander Woods's tenure here. Most existing projects will be allowed to continue provided a realistic roadmap to completion has been submitted. Going forward, all new projects will have much stricter requirements for approval. A checklist for meeting this criteria will be supplied as part of your weekly briefings. And then Dr. Vogel. Sandra, I'm not sure what to make of. So this is from Aaron Kang. So Sandra is Dr. Vogel. Make of Dr. Oh wait, this is what? Oh, okay, this is about Dr. Vogel. Request delivered on a paper napkin to turn his laboratory into a non-Euclidean space. He said you would know the details, but somehow I doubt that. As much as I love the ComSpike project from an intellectual standpoint, I miss working with you and Dr. Ames. I'm hoping Project Cloud Strike can get greenlit and we can get the band back together. Should I just take his take should I just take this to Commander Natara? I've never met her before, but I feel like my concerns are valid. At times, Dr. Vogel doesn't seem like he's all there. And yes, Sandra, that there typo was unintentional, but I'm keeping it. And you know what? The sad part is I read it as there. It was like, holy cow, which is the sad part, right? Your brain sometimes will read stuff and get
Yes,
it, and then,
but
all right, engineer, get out of my way. I know. Do I really need to be making this stuff right here? Like, so do I need this? I'm gonna make 5 of these, and then I'm gonna make some pick me ups. That's not it. Pick me ups. I'm gonna make 10 of those. Whoa, look at that multiplier is on there. That's why it's doing that. All right, let's get out of here. Holy cow, that is crazy. Okay, what is in here? Sometimes somebody's just gonna come up to me one of these moments and say, "Hey, you know what? Granted, you're here, but I don't think you being here is okay with you picking locks and taking things that aren't yours." And that would be okay because I shouldn't be. I don't know how to get that. Oh, I do know how to get that. Can we stop?
Flown a discovery class, but I'm not familiar with the process.
I bet you wouldn't have too many difficulties.
I'll just having some ramen. What is this? That's pretty cool. God, this is really becoming a problem. This is really like a major, major thing here, right? Like, I can't stop looting. I mean, because it's just sitting there waiting for me. It's like, here, have some, right? It's like when you go to a party, right? Look, there's a camera. Watch it. Just watching me pick up stuff that I shouldn't be. But I'm a scientist. Okay,
Interesting.
okay,
It
quick save.
transponded data in
All right, wait. I'll talk to you in a minute, man. I mean, you got so much stuff laying around here that
correlation
I
model
don't actually need
results were stimulated by
anymore,
a man
but
named of
I can't.
but
Oh, I
you
just
tell Commander Natar,
yeah.
but she doesn't know won't kill her.
Whoa. Ooh. The last person that said that, right, didn't know what they didn't know. What's that guy's name? That got reassigned, and we don't really mean reassigned. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Pilots needed. Commander, the fact that I'm writing you at all and not relaying this through the usual mediums should speak to the urgency of the situation. In short, we need pilots and we need them now. I am aware that we are understaffed and that has slowed the process of recruiting new pilots. I'm also aware that operational secrecy requires background checks and non-disclosure agreements and a stack of paperwork that would extend from here to Mast. Well, that depends. How far is Mast away? I mean, if it's only like around the block, then it ain't that far, really, right? Um, Let me remind you, however, that the importance of the project is such that any delays could cause irreparable harm. That is why I am proposing an alternative solution. We have many soldiers on the station, some of whom you personally have brought on and deemed to be trustworthy Marines of high moral character, and a I take it a good share of these intrepid souls have flown a ship or two in their lifetime, which brings me to the point for the comm spike. We don't need ace pilots to gather the necessary flight data. Would it not make sense to use who we have here? It sure would. And you know what? Status. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Updates. All right. Steal a docking port key. Do I have to steal it? I mean, I think the doc is ready to just hand over the keys to the car right now if he thought I was a pilot. So why can't we convince him, Doc, hey, where's the key, bro? Where's the key? Should I try to call my girl? Juan? He should have said something about me going in here. He really should have.
Now let's see what's inside.
Yeah. You know what's inside? A lot. Eubanks and Woods. Ooh,
Can you talk
evidence.
to the commander? Get me reinstated?
The Tsar's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you prefer to court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was on the table.
I would have preferred things to remain as they
So,
were,
what's this
so
big
I made a
project we're working
mistake.
on?
But my work on the Comspike.
Was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly.
What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job.
You can start by saying thank you. Hell, I even warned you not to poke the bear. Commander, Tara being the Ursine predator in this analogy.
Aaron was right. I should have never hit send.
Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gall and all the king's subjects by keeping your mouth shut from now on.
Yeah.
Hey, you want my advice? On some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax for a bit. Lean back. Really dig your feet in the sand. Just get your mind off all of this. And stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty.
And what kind of face am I supposed to have?
The face of someone who got away with it.
All right, so we're gonna do two things. One, real quick, we're gonna have an affliction. I didn't know I did, but okay. Um, where are we? Discipline clothing. We are. I am dehydrated. You are fatigued. Am I dehydrated? I just drank something. I've got 1 minute and 42 seconds left on the Hippolyta. I am hydrated. See, it says I am hydrated. What in the world are you guys trying to do to me? What affliction do I have? All right, so let's save. And let's hope he doesn't wonder why the UC security is just sitting in his office here. Hey,
Wait,
Doc.
who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the Comspike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I need the description. Okay, so we can say decryption on that level has vast military applications. No wonder UC is interested in it. You sound excited by it, by its potential. How about you repeat that to me in English? And then I'm not going to ask what Spike is a ship module because we're supposed to seem like we know. So we're going to say that.
Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. we'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the
Shoot.
adventure.
Um,
Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters, particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%.
oh,
In short, I've
yes.
requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST.
Okay.
Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally, my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious. You're right. We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready in time.
That was cool.
All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Yeehaw. All right, let's get going. All right. So first things first. Why am I going back in the vent? All right. Oh. Well, if I can come over here and just get it straight away. All right. Pause. Almost there. All right, let's see what we look like. Well, we still look like that because. All right, let's look in here. God dang it, you and this loot, man. What's up with you? All right. God dang it. All right. One more. Oh, shoot. See, look at that. Look at that. Cred stick. What do we got? I don't like those. Look at that. Space helmet. Don't need that either. This is the one I wanted to close. Open this one. And is that recon stem? Okay. Okay. So we got part one.
You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center.
All right. So we need to, okay, ignore it pointing to him. And then Docking Bay 8. Why is it pointing to him? Oh, she's just sitting down, just chilling. All right, that's fine. We can go back the way we came. And then we can forget all about her. All right, so he is that. And then
The station has gone under a lot of changes lately.
how do you get the Docking Bay
Commander
8?
Tavares doing well, given she's rusty in his position.
I don't know that this is the way. You know, in the more words of let's save just in case it's not the way. More words, the Mandalorian. This is the way. That is not the way. I need to get outside. How do I get outside? How do I get outside without you getting on my nerves? All right. All right. I want to get out there. How do I get out there? Okay, so that's the dock, right? And then he just says the same thing over and over again. She's looking at me like, dude, you're just running in circles. And I'm like, dude, I know.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
Yes, I am.
Another test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center.
All right. Yeah, you. It's busier because you got extra people here. Me for one. How do I schedule a flight in the control center? Um, what's that over there? That's probably dock still. That better be dock, right? Because I don't want to go all the way back up there. What's this? What is this? This is 9. Okay. So this is 8. But I can't do that for I gotta do the other thing first. Where is the control center? Schedule the flight. Schedule the flight. Don't forget to schedule the flight. Let's go in here. Up the stairs. Around the corner. Yes. Yes. All right. Schedule the flight. Authorize flights. We're going to add a project, and it's going to be the ComSpike project added. All right. Man, this actually is so awesome cool, right? Yes, it's awesome and cool at the same time. And then we're celebratory drinks. I mean, come on now. Oh, wait, sorry. Gotta get that too, right? What book is that? The Pickwick Papers. We're not gonna worry about that.
Already. Damn, I was hoping for a smoke break.
But if they're gonna give it to me and no one's gonna say anything,
Another patrol.
right, right. That's what I was saying. I got out of bed this morning. I said another day, another patrol for loot. And what happens? I get here, and you guys just have it all over the place.
Clear.
There's, I mean, I'm sitting here like this is like my lucky day. Look, I need a password for that one, and I need a password for that one. But you guys are doing a great job. Awesome job, man. You're keeping our skies and our country and our universe safe. Just so you know. Just and then who one of you is a fish worker, it looks like, right? But hey, I'm not here to judge, you know, because I know the pay's not good and sometimes you have to have a second job. You got to have something to fall back on, right? I mean, come on now. We all know life is like that. Okay. I've lost my marker. Okay. Are you serious? Okay. Is it all the way over here? Okay. Carry on. Oh,
Everything looks clear.
look at that. Look at that. More loot. You just guys, man, you guys, I just don't know. I don't I'm s- it's I'm without words. Literally with oh my goodness.
Commander Natara runs the ship. We respect the chain of command.
Yeah, understood. And I respect the chain of loot and the fact that it's everywhere. Thank you, Colonel.
Brains on this station are some of the
Thank you
best
for
in
your
the galaxy.
service. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Let's hit it up. Boom, baby. This is a prototype ship. Of course, we're going to add it to my fleet. Not saying I'll ever probably use it, You never know. I'm kind of curious though. Is that a notepad or oh, right there at the door? As soon as I walk in, they got lunch. You see that? As soon as I walked in, they had lunch ready for me. What is this? Okay. Okay, so this is a prototypical ship. Fire extinguisher, just in case. Hey, some credits and some toxin right there. I mean, I'm not sure about that combination, right? Please fix. Oh my goodness. Reminds me of my days. I used to work on P3 aircraft in the Navy. P3s, they are four engine uh, propeller planes, right? So they weren't jet planes. They actually flew with by propeller. I was an aviation electronics technician, so that would have been me that left that sign there. Please fix. Yeah. Well, they would have left that sign there for me to fix. Yeah. And I would have said, well, could you give a little bit more description? Like, fix what? You know what I'm saying? Fix what? Like, what's wrong with it? Besides the fact that you can't get it to work. Okay. So let's see. What all is down here? Why is it two levels? All right, so that's the landing bay. All right. All right. So let's get to the cockpit. So basically, my job was to work on all the electronics in the aircraft, all the different systems, radar, radios, pretty much everything. Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What is a quantum harness? Oh, but it is a thing needed for. Wow, why is all this stuff? This has been like one of the most lucrative missions I've actually had to do. And then the cargo hold is empty. It's empty. Why? You had loot all over the place. What's wrong with you? All right, add the fleet.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Roger that. It has been.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Uh, yeah. All right. First of all, I think that's it. All right. So let's see. Top speed 149. Can we get 150? What's all these little blips out here? I want to investigate a blip. Oh, they're aircraft. Okay, let's not crash into the station. Can we scan? Can I scan? What planet is that? Loot. Oh, we've already scanned it. All right. Okay. Holy cow. All right, let's go to missions. Um, am I the best there is? I like to think so. Let's go and let's jump. This is my home ship. Oh, it is because once you jump, that's it. It's your home ship. So this is our ship now. So yeah, we better get down there and fix that. I must say, this mission was a lot easier than I was anticipating. I've actually seen quite a few people do this mission, and I don't remember anybody just going in and not. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying I don't remember it being this smooth, and nobody.
I still can't believe I'm here. This is all so amazing.
Are you talking about with the Crimson Fleet? You know it. But I've actually seen a couple of people have to like shoot their way off ship. I watched one girl shoot her way off the ship and get in so much trouble, and it's like,
Well, welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me.
Hello, Captain.
Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here. That's a real nice ship you brought
you
in.
take care of my
Can't
ship
wait to
now.
tinker with it.
You'll
Head on in. We'll take the ship to another port so Jazz can have a look.
all right, but what about my ship? Okay.
That last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
Yeah, career change. Try that. I'm serious. Career change might work out better for you.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us, and you're dead.
Yeah, I got nothing for you at that. That just yeah, not okay in any. Why am I going to the last Nova? Are we celebrating? Are we celebrating already? Because I got my bottle. I brought it with me off the ship. Hey
Stealing
guys.
alcohol isn't tolerated.
Hey guys.
That being said, it happens all
Um,
the time.
yeah, we'll talk about your makeup options. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, hey. There she is. She's buying me a drink like she promised.
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet.
Well, hold on one sec. Did Neva actually vouch for me? Come on now.
Surprise? Neva talks tough, and frankly, she is tough. But she's not a machine.
Well, I don't know if I can 100% agree or disagree with that one. I mean, yeah, no, I didn't. I'm still looking for that heartbeat. Okay, I'm still looking for the heartbeat. All right, so you weren't much help. Not that I needed it. I still got a lot to learn. And then, you know what, though? We're going to hit my girl with this. I couldn't have done this without you.
I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh?
That's right.
Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course.
Well,
Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike.
all I'm saying is this could be the beginnings of some beautiful friendships. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 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 Let's see. Nobody wastes time. The legacy better be real. All right.
Yeah, and I had to feign my surprise to make sure I didn't rat you out. But thanks for trusting me with that info all the same. Us rooks have to stick together.
Hey, you know it. Nobody wastes my time. Okay, yeah, we're gonna.
Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Um, we can't hang out a little longer. We can't go. Um, really? Okay. Hold on. What am I wearing? Yeah. Look at me. Look at me.
That SY920 job was
Oh,
impressive.
what
I
the?
love the new season.
I gotta. I got. Yeah. We gotta fix that gear. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I like. Look at the numbers on that. I'll tell you right now. If I was rocking a male character, that would be my go-to. I would just what do you call it? Trick it out and just switch completely. But again, like I said, since it is a female character and I like the shape. I am awful. Yes, I know this. I have learned this over the years. I am absolutely 100% awful. But we will get back into our bounty hunter outfit, and we gotta get our gloves back on. Look at our mask. Mask 306. All right. Poor Zarimi. He's probably still looking for his uniform. Like, where the heck did it go? And then let's throw those gloves on. Now look at our mask. 17. All that stuff we picked up, and that's all it did to our mask. Ooh, I like this hat, man. You know what it reminds me of? Um, what's that? Oh my gosh, this is Street Fighter. The girl in Street Fighter. Look at that. Well, we're not gonna put it on yet. We got to trick it out first, and then we'll put it on.
Still doesn't know what hit them.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, where's my girl?
Need to have Aludra take a look at these kinetic. Recoil's off.
What's your poison?
All right, Jessamine.
Don't say I never did anything for you, boss.
Jessamine, you rock. You rock. I don't know what you're talking about, but you rock. Okay, she's got tons of stuff here. All right, so we'll put that back on. I don't need anything back from you. You are a champ. Go ahead, return your post.
Good luck out there without your best sidekick.
I know, right? I know. Gosh, like at this very moment, as soon as you turned and walked away,
I need another drink.
it felt like my life was crushing and just crashing down around my ankles and like just I'm almost like at the point where it's like, why go on? If it wasn't for like all the other things I had going for me, I would give up. Right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Like you make it without Jessamine every day, don't you? I mean, right? Okay, let me go. I need to go. All right, let's figure out how to get upstairs again because
Bulk grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine.
I don't.
Proud dogger, and I'm good.
I don't. I like milk, but other than that, I mean, And then truthfully, I don't really care for milk because I'm lactose, somewhat lactose intolerant. As you get older, it's just a thing that just keeps happening and you can't stop it. So, yeah. And that sucks because I really do like ice cream. Like, really like ice cream. Like, morning, noon, and night type. 3 meals plus two um, snacks along with dessert type liking ice cream. I would eat it 6 times a day because that's how much ice cream is awesome. All right, let's talk to this guy. I've said enough. Yep. Delgado! Oh gosh. There's the machine, even though she's not a machine. There's a mod, and I don't know if I have it loaded, that changes one of the outfits. And what it does is the mantis, right? And it changes the mantis outfit. And I'm hoping I have it loaded. And what it does is it changes not just the mantis outfit, but it gives you an undergarment as well, right? That's basically the black version of this, which is pretty tight, you know? Nice. All right, here we go. Hey, Dell. Dell's got nothing to say.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the Spike, but an entire prototype UC ship.
Somebody had to do it.
Impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
I know, right? Right? As I was flying it in, I was feeling kind of impressed myself, right? Where's my ship?
Don't worry your pretty little head about your damn ship.
Ooh, she said
We
pretty.
had it brought back here safe and sound. Now pay attention.
I'm
Dale
paying
went out
attention.
of his way to tell you how impressed he was. You just gonna leave him hanging like that?
Well, no, but you said pretty. I kind of want to go back over and talk to her. Okay, Dell? Can you wait? I mean, dude, we're having a moment, man. All right, fine. Here we go. The comm spike was built into the ship, so I didn't really have a choice. I thought the fleet could use some extra spare parts. I'm gonna say this.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done.
All right, now I will
Now,
say thank you.
on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have two of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other.
Okay, wait. That's
Spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Let's see. I worry that everything's hinging on Jazz getting the tech to work. What's the conduction grid? I'm sticking my neck out here based on a guess. I'm gonna ask about the conduction
It's the
grid,
giant
so
shroud
we all
that
know.
covers the entire city.
Yeah.
Big ugly thing that
Already knew
Generdyne
that.
uses to absorb lightning strikes.
Mm-hmm.
When you arrive in Neon, I'm sure your contact will fill you in with all the boring details.
Roger that. I have faith that Jazz can get that tech to work. I got faith in Jazz. I do.
You damn right she can.
Don't get
My
jelly.
girl can piece together a jump engine
Our
with her
girl.
eyes shut.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, Neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
I'm gonna say I'm sure we'll all get along just fine.
No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
You don't scare me much.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. So I want you focused. We are one step away from Quix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
If you
Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
Is she talking about me? Is she talking about me? Come on now. Why would you want to have to kill me? I don't understand. That just doesn't make any sense. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, hey. Let's talk about the pretty thing
You
that you
want
said.
to hook up with Estelle Vincent and Neon.
I'm trying to hook up with Neva in the key. Right? Right? One first things first.
Yeah. Don't let the corruption that runs through the city entice you into doing anything stupid. There are too many opportunities for people like us that are just waiting to drag you down. Neon is full of all sorts of distractions: bars, gangs, and most of all, Aurora. Stay away from that stuff. Get in, get out, and bring that conduction grid tech back to the key.
Roger that. Any details I should know about?
She considers herself the first lady of Neon. Lots of
That's a big
connections in that
stretch.
city. Holds court at a bar called Madame Savage's place. Luckily for us, she's also a Crimson Fleet captain, and the reason why we have permission to ply our trade in Neon. Estelle can get a little wild and has a bit of a mouth, but she gets the job done. Just follow her instructions, and you'll do fine.
Okay. And what about us?
We'll talk later.
Oh, okay. See? You see? She's warming up to me. I knew it. I knew it. She is warming up to me. She can't help herself. I knew it. All right. I'm lost. I am lost. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I went. They all these places. This place looks like the other place we were just at, except darker, right? Anything I should, anything. Nope, nope. Any looking for cred sticks? Any cred sticks here? Nope. A playing card. A playing card. Not even a deck of cards. Just a playing card. Okay. So there we have it. So here's my plan and what I'm thinking is next steps, right? Because, and if you're wondering what we're doing, we're looking to see if any new evidence has presented itself. So we have a series of things that we should do. This is how I'm seeing it. Okay, one, I kind of we got to go talk to in Conde, right? Dang, that's it. See, a captain's room key can only that. There's definite evidence in there. I think. It could be. I don't know. I'm just thinking there's probably definitely some evidence in there. So we do have some evidence that um we pulled off of that wherever we were just at. SY 920, right? So we pulled some evidence off of there. So we got to take that to Toph. But I want to tell in Conde, and then I think he's going to congratulate us for getting this mission done without any casualties and without getting caught, right? And then he's also going to want to know that, hey, we have that technology, okay? So there's a couple of things there, right? So yeah, we want we want to make sure that's all up front, right? And then he's got that. Then the third thing on the list of things that I want to get done is I then want to kind of shift gears a little bit. Go do the Mantis run, right? Not run, but the Mantis quest, right? Get the ship, trick it out, you know what I mean? Upgrade it and everything, trick it out, and then possibly hit up a different quest line real quick. Something that is pretty simple, right? And I'm kind of plan. This is what I'm thinking the next um thing will be, right? So in the next episode, we will go turn in the evidence, talk to, oh, excuse me, talk to Nkande, let him know what happened, do the Mantis quest, right? And then maybe one other quest, right? Knock that out. And then we will move forward with the conduction grid. That's going to be kind of a whole episode on its own. And because I've seen it done, right? So I kind of know what needs to be done and what's in there, but there's a lot of stuff going on in Neon. So it's not just, get in, get out kind of thing. And even though, in all seriousness, this.
The fleet doesn't care how big your bounty is. If you don't earn, you're worthless to all of us.
Oh, God. Shut up. Ooh, should I pickpocket? Am I able to pickpocket you? Can't. Oh, I don't even have the skill learned. Because that person might have had a captain's key on there, right? And might have got me into that room for more evidence. Gotta know. Is this the captain? This is a brigand. Okay. So that's where we're at, right? So next episode, we go to the UC, the vigilance, right? Go to vigilance, turn in the evidence, talk to Conde. Then we go do the Mantis quest. Then maybe do one more other quest sitting out there waiting for us that would be very interesting to do that I want to do, right? I haven't decided which one yet. I'm sure there's a few. Um, and then take Lyra, Lyria, I think Lyria, with us on those quests, see what she's like, right? Got some, that is a creation, right? I think it was 400. I think I can't remember how much it cost. I so I can't remember if it was free or if it cost like 400, um, whatever dollar, whatever, $3, $4, right? And then the next episode after that. So these are the next two episodes, right? The next episode will be Neon and the conduction grid. Then once we do that, and the next episode after that will have to be a whole episode on its own, is going to be the Crix's Legacy, because that one's pretty significant too. So they're both really um they're really intensive, um time intensive quests there. So I think that's my plan of attack, right? And then it's when we do the Crix's Legacy and come back, that's the one where you have to make the decision. Who's going to get betrayed?
UCC staff sharks, but to the fleet, they're just bait.
So, yeah, it's either way, you have to betray somebody. You have to make a decision. Who are you going to side with? And whoever you side with, you're going to have to take out pretty much the entire other side on your own. And then so that is where you have to make your decision and you have to be comfortable with it and you really have to decide what you want to do. Like I said, I'm not a pirate, nor am I looking to be a pirate. So we kind of already, I mean, at this point, you should know which way we're going to go, right? Um, but it is also my belief that if I were to go the path of the pirate, then the main mission, the main game mission, should now be off limits unless I can get back into their good graces, right? Which means also leaving the Crimson Fleet. I can't. It should not be able to do both. My opinion is you can't do both. You should not be able to do both. You should not be with Constellation and the Crimson Fleet. It should be impossible,
No, thank you.
right? And then it should be impossible based solely on what Sarah told you in the beginning. I don't care what you've done before. Okay? So yeah, you could have been Crimson Fleet before. Vlad was, right? But now that you're with us, you do not bring UC Sistef to our door. That is her exact words, right? Well, not paraphrased, but those are her words. That was the exact sentiment right there. You don't bring the heat down on us, and we're good. So, with that, that says, yeah, you can go be a pirate all you want, but not as part of not being part of what we are, right? So you have to make a choice: piracy or or the lodge, right? The constellation. So again, like I said, while I'm with the pirates, if I take that route, I shouldn't be able to further any of the constellation stuff until I turn my back on the fleet and move away from them. That's my thinking. And even if the game isn't built like that, that's how I'm playing it. Okay, you cannot do both, and you cannot be a member of Constellation and a pirate. So that's really the choice. It's not a choice as whether I'm UC SysDef or not. It's like, okay, Constellation, I'm a member of Constellation. This is what I do. I'm not a pirate. So that that makes the decision very clear, right? And now if I choose the pirates, then I can't go back to Constellation until I walk away from them. So that is how I choose to view it and see it, and that is how I'm going to play it. So yeah. So when I've seen some playthroughs where people decide to be a pirate, and I'm like, okay, you should not be allowed to be in Constellation at that point. Especially one of the playthroughs I saw. And then you see at times when you do something and Constellation gets mad and they won't deal with you, right? And then generally there was one that I was watching and I just got so fed up watching it, I just stopped watching the end, right? They did make it all the way through to the end of, the main mission, but I just didn't want to see anymore because it was so just, you know what I mean? It was just, uh, it was like, yeah, I don't know. And then I'm like, even the consequences that the game did present, right, at that point, because you were killing innocents and stealing and all that kind of stuff, things that the Constellation will not, nobody in Constellation will be okay with. They still some, so I guess I should go back to see how they got back into good graces. Because this person was a female character and was romancing Sam. And Sam didn't want to have anything to do with her at that point because she had killed so many people. And it was like, and even Sam is the one, in my opinion, one of the members of Constellation with the most gray area as far as moral uh, choices are concerned. You know what I mean? He's the one that's leaning more towards criminal than any of them. You know, so it just, so yeah. But yeah, so right now where we're at and what we're going to be doing is we're going to so I think the next three videos are pretty much planned. And then once we finish with the Crimson Fleet, then we might see if we can knock out Deputized, right? And if we do that, then we've pretty much done all the major factions, right? The problem is, I think we only have until like the 26th. So I really got to get kicked into gear and probably try to kick out 1 to 2 episodes per day almost, um, to get us to the point where we are in a good spot. Now, my understanding, and this is the last thing I'll say before we sign off here, is the way that the Shattered Space DLC is going to come about is going to kind of be pretty similar to the way Cyberpunk did the um, Phantom Menace DLC, right? Now, I could go on and on about Cyberpunk and my feelings about Cyberpunk. I love the game. And I was able to play from day one when it came out with no issues, right? Very few issues. I mean, the issues that I saw right? None of it was game breaking. No, I didn't have any quests that I couldn't complete. You know, there was just things you couldn't pick up off the ground. That was the most significant of my issues.
No, but do
But
you want to be the one who brings it up to Delgado?
it worked fine for me. So, but I love all the changes and updates they've made, but I do have issue with the writing. and and then I'll say and just say so basically the way Phantom Menace works is you have to get to a certain point in the storyline and it's pretty significantly down the road, right? You pretty much have to get about I want to say almost halfway through the storyline first before the mission or before Phantom Menace will kick into you, right? And then so you and then you might even have to be further than that. You might have to be like three quarters or not three quarters, but two-thirds of the way through, right? You have to be over halfway in order before it kicks in for you, I think, right? And I like that because that means you have to be a higher level character. You have to have accomplished quite a bit to that point. And so that is, and I'm kind of hoping that's the way Shattered Space is going to be. Shattered Space is going to be, to me, it would be perfect that it would require that you
Yeah, so like I was
are
saying, the rook walks right up the bog, lifts the drink, and pours it all over the floor. There, I finished it, he says.
now. I don't know that it would require you to do
After Bog was done with it,
enough
he needed a mop to clean up the mess. Yeah, yeah.
to have to
Everyone
be
along
like
with us.
Andrasia's confidant or her mission,
1001.
right?
Deal with it.
But it would be, I would say you would have to at least gotten past all the main missions that require you, that send you out to get all the companions, right? And I would say you probably wouldn't want it to kick in until after possibly that point in which the basically kind of like the point where that significant event happens that isn't a good event, right? It would be nice if it kicked in after that, right? Because that means you've made it major through most, like, basically halfway through the story. And then now you're kicking in full gear to try to get all the pieces, right? But I don't know that Shattered Space would do a whole lot for you as far as you're progressing the main storyline, right? But Shattered Space would have to kick in. I don't know. It wouldn't be. Could it be right there, like parallel to the other ones? The UC main storyline, the Freestar Collective storyline, or even the Crimson Fleet storyline? I mean, it is kind of basically the other faction, right? So maybe it only requires you to get through that first one, right? The one where you have to the one that you have to do before you start on all the other ones, right? What's the name of that one? As a matter of fact, let's look right here. Real quick here. So right here. So in the main ones, right? So you see these are active. So maybe it just may need you to get the old neighborhood done, right? So because one small step is right at the beginning, then the old neighborhood. So you still have to complete the old neighborhood, but then after that, right? You got these three are now available. Does it now? It could make it so that you have to do back to Vectera and the empty nest and into the unknown. It would kind of make sense in that respect, just because you'd want to have more crew, right? Or more members of Constellation available at that point, because you could be going pretty far out, right? And maybe it wants you to have everyone on board for this, right? That kind of makes a little bit, that would make sense too, right? So you have to get past these three because then you have everybody, right? And maybe that is it. But you can see right now, we're doing this one. We still have the Ryujin one that we haven't done yet. I don't know that I'm going to do it with her, right? Um, and then we still have deputized, right? I don't know if we're going to do that. But then we also have right here, Trackers Alliance is added in there. Do we want to do that? But like I said, this one for sure, and then maybe this one. Do the Mantis and then jump in and do and knock out the Ground Pounder. I like that one, right? And then one of the things that I really like about it, which isn't really necessary for us here, and then I know I've gone into such a tangent here and just, but it may not be necessary because it's just riddled with loot. You know what I'm saying? You go through and there's so many to kill and so much loot to gather, and it's like, well, I don't know that we're at that point that we need all that loot. I mean, technically, I've got 99 weapons, 99 types of weapons, right? And then even though it's not really actually 99 types of weapons, is not, this is one type right here, A99, but we got three different variations of it. So that's it. The word is variations of weapons, right? So we got the A99, we got three different variations of it, and then multiples of a couple of the variations. And you got the AK-47, right? Got three different variations of it, and then multiples of one of them. Same here with the barrel knife, right? And then the Beowulf. Look at this. It's, multiple variations of it. So we've got tons that we just haven't even sold yet, right? And we also know that we probably got about 40 or 50 weapons sitting in the recycler on our ship as well. And then 40 different variations of of spacesuits as well. So that we can unload and sell at any point. So we're not hurting for money. We don't really need to farm for any kind of for loot and stuff like that. But it's my nature, which is the worst part. It's like, well, this is what I do, It's my nature to farm and go get as much loot as I can. So I like these missions not just because of the story, but because I'm gaining loot and I'm going out farming. And yeah, I it's what I do. What else am I going to do if I don't do that? So yeah, it's very very interesting. And so, but that is where we're at now. So yeah, we are going to be looking at, oh gosh, I can't go anywhere without being bothered, right? They just keep bothering me. But yeah, so that is at least the next 3 4 episodes right there. And like I said, we got to get to the point where we're knocking them out. And then the other thing is, I'm not going to be knocking them out if I'm just sitting here talking to you the whole time. And there should be more play, less talk. And then so, promise from now on, and we're going to be doing more playing, less talking, and we got to get make sure she is ready for when um oh god, what's the name of it? Shattered Space comes out. Now the key thing is we know we don't need to be finished the game, right? But we could be in new game plus mode at that point because we'll want to play it that way too, right? So we don't necessarily have to be, in the first run through. We could be in a new game plus mode as well. So we just have to figure it out and then figure out how we want to see it and want to do it. But there you have it. All right. So once again, thanks for joining me, and we will check with you and see you next time. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. All right. You guys be good. Bye.